It is obvious. I heard it from reliable source, which I will not call the name now, that 5 senators will be removed from the Senate. Those who did not stand with my brother and my elder brother, my good colleague, distinguished Senate President Akpabio. Those who did not vote for him, 5 of us are going. I am number 1. Orji Kalu will go. They have penciled 5 of us. I'm taking it. They told me that I'm going. Orji Kalu is going, and few others are going because we did not support the emergence of my brother and my colleague Senator Akpabio from emerging the president of the Senate. This is not democracy. The court, we have hope in the court. The court shall be careful. Let us build the country. For my brother, I will not call your name today. I will have time and I'll address. 8 years you are not in power under Buhari. You are in power today. Don't abuse it. For you to say you must see me and be removed. Yes, I'll be removed. And so what? And so what? What next? This is a coup on democracy.
Do you align with that?
I think it is insulting. It is insulting to say no competent Christian to be a vice president. How competent is Tinubu to be president? If you say my father, because my father is a Christian in the north, my father is not competent. No bishop is competent. No Christian professors are competent. I think that is annoying. That is insulting, and he should apologize to Christians for saying that. He should come and apologize to Christians for saying that. That it is based on competency. That is insulting. What do you mean by I'm not competent? My father is not competent. My professors are not competent. My bishops are not competent. Then nobody is competent. And I said before, this shouldn't be what Christians should be crying out for. Muslims should supposed to take up this fight and say, we don't accept this because it is against the Muslim faith.
Some of them have actually.
Yes, but of course, look at so many of the illiterates of them who doesn't read Quran. They're all over the place saying it's a jihad. It's not jihad.
Is that the interpretation that gives?
I am seeing all of them. I am I have hundreds of followers on social media. I have.
So that's the interpretation they are giving it?
Yes, that's the interpretation they are doing now. That is jihad. It's not jihad. This is anti-Islam. I quoted yesterday in the book of Holy Quran, chapter 4, verses 135. He said, "Oh, you believers, stand for justice, even if it is against yourself, even if it is against your own parents, even if it's against your own relatives. Stand for justice. Be witnesses for Allah." It says, stand for justice. Now, if you're now trying to justify injustice because it actually supports your narrow sentiment, you are not a good Muslim. You are a potential Boko Haram recruit. That is the fact.
Have a procedure, and we're also under law. What we're doing as a legislator. You don't come in here when we invite you despite your colleague. All right, you are on the other side now. Everybody requires a fair hearing. What is going on with you affects us as a body. All right? That is why the Senate President constituted this committee, and you can see the level and integrity of the people under here. You don't come in here and dictate to us the procedures we are supposed to adopt. And that is, you don't dictate to us because you undermine us by even trying to do that. You haven't even listened to us. Even if we are going beyond what you expect, you can stop us. But you don't come on the other side and start dictating to us. Do you want us to protect you, or do you want us to defend you, or you want to be on your own? Off that mic and let me finish. Do you realize that the Senate, when we constitute this, whatever the law gives, we can also suspend you? Do you realize that? No, sir. It doesn't come on camera.
threaten me with suspension.
We're not threatening
I am
you.
a
I
senator
said
like
we're
you.
not threatening
I will not sit you
Sir,
threatening your
sir,
suspension.
all due respect.
With all due respect to you, I will not sit here. You are my colleague, you are a senator like me. You will not threaten me suspension. I take exception.
Digging a hole for yourself. Off that man. You are digging a hole for yourself.
All right, then go and pay me.
Okay. I'm also another woman.
Yes,
Let
ma'am.
her be careful.
Ma'am, please. You threaten that you place me in the floor.
Excuse me, please.
So the appeal court in Abuja has sacked Senator Abbo of Adamawa State. Now, remember that the honorable members or National Assembly members, they don't go to the Supreme Court, so their case ends at the appeal court. So it means this is the final verdict. Senator Abbo is no longer a senator. The fall of Senator Abbo, the recent ousting of Senator Elisha Abbo by the Abuja Division Court of the Appeal Court carries a certain poetic irony. The Court of Appeal has nullified his election. In a significant move, ordered the withdrawal of his certificate of return. Of course, this certificate will now be rightfully granted to Reverend Amos Yohana Kumai, who was the PDP candidate in the election. Now, the former senator is what will now be calling Senator Abbo, who was is somehow infamously known as the famous sex toy senator. You know, he slapped a lady at the sex toy shop somewhere in Abuja, I think in 2019, and he was called by the Senate panel. He had a heated argument with the current First Lady of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, where Senator Oluremi Tinubu was telling him that they could suspend him. He challenged the now First Lady that Oluremi Tinubu should not threaten him with suspension because he is also a former senator. Because many people from Adamawa State have claimed that he was the one who almost prevented the re-election of Governor Ahmadu Umaru Fintiri for a second term. He was also not in support of Aisha Tibinani of APC, his own party. But today, it appears that his determination was clouded by overconfidence and a rather boastful attitude. He somehow, during the election, boasted that he was invisible and that no one could unseat him. Today, maybe no one unseated him, but Appeal Court was able to do that because he did not win rightfully based on the additions and subtraction. He did not win. He did not rightfully win the election. So the Appeal Court have now unseated him. He is no longer a senator. So the verdict of the court can be interpreted as a decisive victory for the will of the people of Adamawa North Senatorial District, as manifested through their votes. So they say pride goes before a fall. Now, when we go down to memory lane, this man, he has boasted that not he must win, he must do this and all of that. That aside, this guy granted a press conference yesterday that the Senate President of Nigeria, Akpabio, is behind his sack. That is, that because he did not vote for him to become the Senate President, and 5 of them that did not vote for him vote for Godswill Akpabio to become the Senate President, that they are also going to be sacked by the Appeal Court. How? I don't really know. And even Senator Godswill Akpabio has responded to that is unfortunate. He dismissed his alleged involvement in the political travel of Senator Elisha Abbo, who was sacked from the Senate by the court. And the Senate President Godswill Akpabio categorically said, "I have no hand in his removal from Senate." And Elisha Abbo also went ahead to mention Orji Kalu as another person that will be sacked by the Appeal Court because Orji Kalu did not vote for Godswill Akpabio to become the Senate President when they were making the vote. Not just that, he said there are 5 of them that did not vote for Godswill Akpabio. So he just mentioned Orji Kalu. So he didn't mention the 3 others. Could this be just a mere talk? He's just crying out of frustration, whatever thing. He did not rightfully win, and that was why he was ousted. So for him now to come up, and I think the Senate could even sanction him. Senator Godswill Akpabio could even take this matter up. Why will he come up and say 5 of them that did not vote for Senator Godswill Akpabio will soon be sacked? that is to me senseless. That's meaningless. If he had rightfully won the election, the appeal court will not sack him. But because he did not win, and it's obvious he did not win, that was why he was sacked. So now, trying to, cause political war, trying to put it on the head of Nigerians or his supporters that it was because he did not vote Senator Akpabio during the Senate President election at the National Assembly, and that was why the appeal court now sacked him. So this is meaningless. He did not win means he did not win. And him boasting that no one he win re-election, all of that. Today he is an ex-senator. There is no appeal whatsoever. He's not going to Supreme Court. This is the highest court for National Assembly members, the appeal court. So he will be vacating his office, if not today or tomorrow. And this man, Amos Yohana, will take over as the senator representing the people of Adamawa North Senatorial District. So since he gave us clue of the people that will now be sacked by the appeal court, who do you think will be next? Okay, he mentioned Orji Kalu. Who are the 3 others that the appeal court will sack following their refusal to vote Senator Godswill Akpabio? Since Godswill Akpabio now controls the judiciary, since he's now the president of Nigeria, he controls everything. So who do you think will be next, or the next people, next senators that will be sacked by the appeal court? But again, you look at in the build-up of the election, this Senator Abbo has also said that he did not support Muslim ticket. He did not support Muslim ticket, but he was supporting a Muslim person. Was supporting a Muslim to become the Senate president. We have the president as a Muslim, vice president as a Muslim. The normal thing, it should be a Christian as the Senate president and the House of Reps member. But this guy, who did not support Muslim ticket, wanted a Muslim to become the Senate president. Isn't that madness? I think he should. So today he is no more. He said, I have videos of him. You have seen videos of him criticizing Tinubu. What made Tinubu? That there are professors, there are senators in the north, there are Christians that Tinubu could have picked, but he didn't pick them. He picked Kashim Shettima, who's a Muslim as well, just like him, to become his running mate. Why didn't he criticize Tinubu's a decision of picking a Muslim or picking Muslim ticket for his presidential campaign? But here is Elisha Abbo, who also wanted to support Muslim as Senate president. But to me, for him to be just crying because he lost, genuinely lost. Not this, there's no partiality in this. He lost the election. He know he did not win, but him calling out his senators that they are behind his this is that is meaningless. Let him try again next time.